Well, hello, and welcome to the workroom at QuipCon. We have a very nice ABS spiral mixer. Now you take a look at this and you think, there's pieces missing. Well, they're not missing. We know exactly where they are. They're on a shelf right outside the room, ready to be put back on. But we stopped at this point so you can see that we're not hiding anything. We've got all the covers off. Got the covers off the top. Let me show you the belts. Now, if you just see a couple pictures of a mixer on the internet and somebody tells you that it's in great shape, you don't really know. But with QuipCon, we show you that it's in great shape. The belts all look nice. You can see for yourself. They're all in good shape. Now, these belts are a deep groove belt. See how the belt is real deep and it fits down into this groove here so that there's no slippage. Thing about that is, the reason that I bring that up is, when it's running with this cover off, it's going to make a little bit of noise. It's perfectly normal because these belts fit down into this groove so tight that when it's coming loose, when it's spinning, they come loose and you can hear it. Hear that little squeak sound? That's just the belt coming out of the groove, perfectly normal. If there was something wrong with it, we'd fix it. Don't worry, there's nothing wrong with it. It's the way they work, so I just want to get that out of the way, that if you hear that sound, don't worry about it. The cover will be on. It'll cover that sound. It's just a normal sound from that type of belt. Now, this is the contactor transformer there. See how clean this is? No dust bunnies, no fuzzies, nothing in there. Cleaned it all out, got it all working, checked everything out. Everything's great. Here's the motor. Let me take you around the other side where you can see the motor just a little bit better. Now look at these cooling fins on the motor. See how clean those are. There's no fuzz in there, no dough in there. It's all ready to go. You set this down in your place, hook it up, have an electrician hook it up, and set the plates in here. And see, there's going to be plates. They're little round plates that half-inch thick piece of metal set down on the floor, and you tighten these bolts down, and it keeps it in place. Now the reason you need those is because this baby's on wheels. You can see there's a wheel down here. I think you can kind of barely see it. Now that wheel helps you move it around, obviously. There's one on the front that swivels. So you move it in place, put the discs underneath here, and tighten these down. See how great this one works? A couple fingers, I can turn it. If you've ever seen these mixers where somebody didn't take care of them, these things are so tight, you could use a pipe wrench and a hammer and not turn them. But this one's been taken well care of. We've taken it apart, we've cleaned them up, we oil them, we do whatever it takes to get it as close to new as we can. So you'll put that disc under here, tighten this down, and tighten this nut down, and it'll stay in place. Same for the front one up here. And everything works, no problem there. It's a drive chain, not much to show you on the drive chain other than it's there, but you're going to know it's there when the bowl starts to move. Speaking of the bowl, here's the bowl. Look how beautiful that is. Nice bowl. So the big question is, does it work? Well, of course it works. If it didn't work, we wouldn't be selling it to you. This is the timer here. I've got it set for slightly over a minute. I'm going to turn it on. I'll push the start button right there. And when I do, this little arm's going to jump up to that one and then start counting down. So here we go. Emergency stop was on. Emergency stop off. That's why it didn't go. So we're going to try again. And there it goes. So a little red light comes on. That means she's counting down and she's ready to go. So it's going to run for a little over a minute. I got it set for just slightly over a minute. See, it's a 12-minute timer. There's a 12 right there. So every other number is marked: 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, and 0. See the needle starting to move down right now. You want to hit 0, obviously it's going to stop. It's going to shut the mixer off, so you can set it for up to 12 minutes. It's running down, it's almost there. You can see the belts all moving along, doing what they're supposed to do. The spiral right here, I don't know if you can see that. Oh yeah, you can see that's moving. It's moving right along. That's where the hook would hook into. And there we are. We just hit 0 and we shut off. Let's see what else there is. Okay, we've got emergency stop switch here. If you lift up on the bowl cover, which I know is not here, but it will be, the machine shuts off. That way, if you forget to shut it off before you open the cover, you won't fall in and get mixed in with the dough. There's the emergency power switch here. We'll turn it on again. And we saw this was working before because it wouldn't come on with this clicked in, but what this does is when you push it in, it stays in and it won't start. Nothing works on the machine. But all you gotta do is pull it back out and it's ready to go. Now we got a jog button right here. And jog, I know that sounds like we're going to have to work. We're actually going to have to run around, but that's not what we do. We don't do the running. The bowl does the running. We push the jog button and it jogs forward. So each time you push it, it just runs a little bit. So if you want it to run around a couple times, you can hold the jog button and it'll run around. Alright, so we're going to run push the start. Let me set it up a little bit. 10. Push the start button. And off she goes. Alright, well, if you need this wonderful mixer, you can give us a call and answer any questions you have about it. Phone number is 636-583-8200. If you want to check out some pictures, which I would recommend, we have them on our website. It's www.quipcon.com. You can go there, go to our eBay store and buy this. You don't even have to talk to us if you don't want to. You can just go to eBay, click on buy it, and you probably got to talk to us about shipping, but you could have somebody else do that. And we'll be glad to help you out. We're all very nice people. And we'll get this thing to you. You'll get it unpacked. You'll set it down, put the leg levelers down, have an electrician hook it up, and start mixing.